As a political analyst, I must say, this revelation is nothing short of astonishing. For President Cyril Ramaphosa, who has spent years branding himself as a champion of accountability, transparency, and institutional integrity, to have allegedly agreed to the disbandment of the Political Killings Task Team, PKTT, is both politically reckless and ethically troubling. The PKTT was not just another police structure. It was a specialized task team created to confront the epidemic of political assassinations, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal, where councillors, whistleblowers, and activists have been gunned down with chilling regularity. Its work was sensitive, dangerous, and vital for democracy. To endorse its disbandment sends a message, intentional or not, that the political elite's stability outweighs justice for the dead. Senzo Mchunu's testimony before Parliament doesn't just expose administrative disagreements, it throws Ramaphosa directly under the bus. For Mchunu to openly state that the president agreed means one of two things. Either Ramaphosa knew exactly what was happening and quietly sanctioned it, or Mchunu is publicly forcing the president's hand, daring him to deny it. In either case, it's explosive. What makes this even more disturbing is the broader context, the recent revelations around the so-called Momela Syndicate, a network allegedly involving figures close to the presidency. If one connects the dots, it begins to look like Ramaphosa's circle is not just struggling with corruption scandals, but may also be entangled in the erosion of investigative capacity meant to expose such networks. In that sense, Mchunu's statement is both a betrayal and a truth bomb. It embarrasses Ramaphosa, exposes the hypocrisy in his reformist rhetoric, and confirms long-held suspicions that the president's clean image is more performance than principle. From a strategic standpoint, Mchunu might be playing survival politics, ensuring he doesn't go down alone after his suspension. But whatever his motive, his testimony has cracked open the facade of unity and trust in the executive. It reveals a deep rot in the state's security and justice apparatus, and a president possibly complicit or complacent in dismantling one of the few units actually confronting political violence.
Did brief the president. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
After the effect, after the 31st.
Yes, I was just questioning whether you could say there was an agreement or that the president agreed with the director, given that it was a briefing and it was short. That's what I was questioning.
Yes.
But if you're happy with the response, then we can move on. Again, I'm not here as a judge to sit and discuss what constitutes an agreement. I've just questioned whether it was appropriate to use.
Just a moment, Honorable Ngola.
Chancellor, thanks, Chair. Just a second. I think it is important for us to explain to the witness why the evidence leader is emphasizing agreement. Is solely because the main witness had casted doubt whether the president would have agreed for a dissolution of a political killings team. So that's why the evidence leader is emphatic when it comes whether or not the president agreed. Because the main witness went to an extent of saying the president made an address in Northern Cape and he would have applauded the work done by the political killings team, and therefore the main witness does not believe that the president would have agreed to such a kind of a decision. So that's why the evidence leader is emphasizing on the agreement. Thank you very much, Chair.
May I proceed, Honorable Chair?
He has helped you.
Yeah, I asked.
Just one more moment. Honorable Malem.
No, thanks, Chair. I think we must put it simple because it's going to be a serious issue. Did the president agree to the disbandment of PKTT?
The answer in the affidavit is that I briefed the president. He agreed with the briefing I gave him.
So, Honorable Minister, is the answer yes?
Yes, as is in the affidavit.
The answer is yes. The answer which we must record is yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Because the context in which
Before you continue, may I check, honorable members, are you satisfied? Can I allow the senior counsel to proceed? Thank you.
may I proceed, Honourable Chair? Thank you.
There are honorable members who are signaling time to me. So they are essentially saying that I must bring it to the attention of you and the witness that you are now on borrowed time.
And I must indicate there were two questions, Chair. The first question was on General Masimula, and the second question was the one that I then chose to start with. So I still owe you my response on how General Masimula responded to the
So
disbandment.
just before we get there, just to round off this issue of an agreement, and this was the context in which I asked you. I had read to you what you told the portfolio committee on page 86 and page 87, pages 62 and 63 of the transcribed minute, where you told the portfolio committee, and therefore we had a discussion with the President of the Republic, and we are in agreement that we can look into the matter the way that we have looked at it currently. That's the context in which I asked you about this. But perhaps the honorable members can draw their own conclusions or can ask you questions about it. My job is to put these facts before the honorable committee. And that's what I've read to you, and that's the context in which I asked you. So you say this briefing discussion with the president was in January?
Yes, it was in January or February. I need to check the exact date.
Yeah. And before the March meeting, were you aware that General Masemola also had a discussion with the president?
I wasn't.
Okay. Now, in the same meeting, we also know that General Nkwanazi mentioned it to you, but is this the way you conducted things in your office?
No.
Okay, then maybe we'll ask him for a reason why he recorded Nkwanazi without his consent, or is there a legal reason that you as a minister and your chief of staff can record conversations with people under the Cyber Act or some legislation?
Now, we don't record people. I'm not aware of anybody in my office who have ever recorded a person, but in this instance, it's me who advised the chief of staff to say, you may need to record your conversations with General Nkwanazi because of the threats. It was not because for the commission, I wasn't thinking about the commission or any other thing, because he kept on saying, General Nkwanazi is angry. When a person says, so-and-so is angry with you, you take it serious.
So can we just understand that even before this recording, Mkhwanazi had phoned Gabinde and spoke to him in a threatening? Because who decided that his conversation must henceforth be recorded?
First, he just told me that there's a threat. He's angry. He's saying 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then he came back, I think third time in one day, as they continued to talk. And at some point I felt that the way things are developing, it looks like they're developing fast and they've got anger inside, but they now have threats inside. Now, when he mentioned this one of if the minister knows he's clean, no, I think it came before that one, that I said, now we may now need to record. It was after he spoke about fight back. I don't think fight back was recorded, but I think it was at that point when I said, being experienced as I am, I felt that this may develop to something else. Then I said record, but that one of threatening on what I may have left in the Premier's office, when he mentioned that, I felt that, so there's a threat here. Okay. So we are discussing, he is wanting to meet me and so on, to discuss the disbandment.
South Africa should be deeply alarmed, because if the president can quietly agree to shut down a unit fighting political assassinations, what else has he quietly agreed to behind closed doors? If you made it this far, I assume you really enjoyed this video. Please help us by liking the video and subscribing to our channel. Also let us know, what do you think of this shocking story in the comments section. Thank you for watching.